Some rules are meant to be broken. So today we're going to be looking at footwork and understanding that when you step from this side and you cut from the side, this is what we normally do. When do we want to break that rule? Because that could really up your game. So today what we're going to do is actually be talking about a sort of solo form that will help you incorporate Rathcuts, Zornhau, and a couple of different patterns. One of these patterns is a simple running off pattern, and the other is a Krumphau. And you'll see that the blade part, the handwork part, is essentially, it's very similar. The challenge is really the footwork difference between basically reversing the footwork. So let me be specific. So here's running off. The way that we usually do running off, Ablauffen in the German, is to cut from your right and step with your right, and then have that point run off on the same side, come around to the other side, cut from the left, step with the left. So very standard pattern that is part of our fundamentals. It's part of the different ways that you can cut through the X, okay? So the other pattern that we're gonna do, same exact blade pattern, but this time we're gonna step with the other foot, okay? So here we go, this pattern here, I cut from my right, but now I'm gonna step with my left. So you might actually say that you're almost cutting crooked or twisted, right? So the idea, when I think the term twisted is useful because the idea is, you know, when you do it the conventional way, the standard way, when you step with your right and you cut with your right, that allows your hip and your shoulder to basically stay aligned, right? This hip is forward, the shoulder is forward. When we go the other way, I step here, but I cut here, all of a sudden we're getting into these sort of more twisted positions. And what this is gonna do is this is basically gonna open up sort of twice the universe of possibilities, right? So you can either be stepping this way or you can be stepping this way now, right? There's really no other ways in terms of those degrees of freedom to move. So this is gonna open up twice the possibilities. So pretty cool in terms of potential. So how do we do it? So here is a cutting sequence, which the other reason I'm doing this is basically two of the workout sequences that we have as part of our bigger workout sequence. So go check out that video. We're actually going to be doing a version of the workout video for beginners and for more advanced folks. So yeah, they're going to be workout videos where you can just follow along. This is a couple of those pieces. So the first piece, we're basically going to do 3 Zorns, 1, 2, 3, and then either I'm going to do running off 4 times or the Krumphau convention 4 times. So here's the standard running off. So 3 Zorns, 1, 2, 3, and then if I'm running off, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And now when I go back to the Zorns, I get to start on the other side. This is the reason it's odd, the odd number for the Zorns. So now on the left, 1, 2, 3, and then running off, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's the pattern for standard cut from one side, step with one side, Zornhau and running off. So the reason to put these together is to make sure that students can differentiate at will which feet to use when they want to use Krumphau. There are a lot of people when they're doing Krump that when they step, they want to cut from the same side, just like a Zorn. And while I think that is a valid thing to do, this is really just making sure that they can do the other thing, which is to step from here and actually cut from the other side when they initiate. So what that pattern is going to look like now, again, 3 Zorns to start. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to cut this way while I step here. Crump, 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 crump. And then Zorn, 2, 3, crump, 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 crump. And then let's see. So Zorn, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Zorn, 2, 3, crump, 2, 3, 4. So I'm here, and then I'm going to cut this way again to go back to the very beginning. So, so those are basically the 2 key patterns, and I'm going to repeat them one last time as cleanly as possible, just so people can see it. Other things that you can do to make this a little bit more complicated, I'm doing this centered, and I can be moving sideways as I do it, and maybe I'll try to sneak that in a little bit as I do this, but really for the most part, I think the biggest thing is to be able to do both of those patterns sort of next to each other, so that as a student, but certainly also as a coach, there's a method that allows you to sort of help people make sure that when they're stepping, they're able to cut from either side at will, with intention, and to understand why. Right? In one case, it's more of a running off pattern. The other case, it's more of a Krumphau pattern. So, all right, here, one more time. So this is the pattern where we're going to be doing running off. Zornhau, running off. Okay, so here we go. Now, actually, I'll start on this side. So 3 Zorns. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you go. Okay, so that's Zorn, 3 Zorns with 4 running hoffs, which allows you to initiate each one of those from, every time you do that, you're going to do a Zorn from one side, and then when you circle back, it's going to be Zorn from the other side. So 7 cuts, just kind of iterating. And once you've done 14 cuts, you should end up at the very beginning. Okay, so same exact thing now, except when I finish the 3 Zorns, I'm going to be doing crumps, not running off. Okay, and this is the footwork that you want students to start learning how to do, to basically break the rule of when you cut from one side, always step with the foot from that same side. Krumphau effectively breaks that, and there's no way to be sure about this, but I kind of suspect that's one of the reasons it's called a crooked cut, right? It's not sort of like a standard straight cut. Okay, here we go. So I will start actually again on this side. And I like starting on this side, not for my benefit, but for the student's benefit, because then they can mirror me, right? So if someone's mirroring me, they're going to cut from their right side. So I'm going to cut from my left. So here we go. So 3 Zorns, Zorn, 2, 3, crump, 2, 3, 4. Zorn, 2, 3, crump, 2, 3, 4. Zorn, 2, 3, crump, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Zorn, 2, 3, crump, 2, 3, 4. Zorn, 2, 3, crump, 2, 3, 4. Zorn, 2, 3, crump, 2, 3, 4. Zorn, Zorn, 2, 3. Let's see. So that would be crump, 2, 3, 4. Zorn, 2, 3, crump, 2, 3, 4, and there you go. So again, even for me, sometimes if you're not in the flow of it, you kind of lose track of what you're doing, and that's okay. This is one of the reasons to actually get to do drilling and to get the stuff into your muscle memory. It's one of the big things that's That makes it challenging, but worth it to learn swordplay. Okay, so Zornhau running off versus Zornhau Krumphau. There you have it.